Good morning. So this reading is for Monday, August 11th. And so what I'm going to do is just pull a little bit around our past, our present, and our future. So let's start with past energy. Current energy. And future energy. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Empress card. I'm not surprised to see that showing up at all. A lot of harmony, a lot of balance. It's Venus. It's focusing on what you love and value. And that is definitely coming through. This is a progression. Whatever has been happening, you're about to see some progress here. We do have Mercury stationing direct. It does take a little bit of time before you actually get any kind of momentum out of it, just because of the energy. So when I look at the past here, I'm getting Page of Swords, Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. So the Page of Swords is looking for clarity, looking for answers specifically. And so it feels like you spent a lot of time trying to identify what was the pain, what was the heartache, what did you need to do in order to overcome it, really heal from that, whatever the event was. But the High Priestess feels like people may not have been aware that you were even going through this. I'm getting a lot of internal energy. So you might have been wearing some sort of mask where people were just not aware of everything that you were going through. But you were definitely going through something here because there's healing that's showing up in the past. And even with the High Priestess, what I'm getting is a lot of kind of working through it, but creating balance. I'm getting a lot of balanced energy out of the High Priestess. So when I look at the current energy here, Eight of Cups, King of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So the Eight of Cups is movement. It's walking away from what doesn't serve you anymore. It really is looking for those goals, those dreams, going in that direction. And the King of Cups feels like all of the healing that took place led to this point with that King of Cups energy. It allowed for some sort of opening. I'm getting like an emotional opening, this emotional growth and maturity that usually comes through in the King of Cups, but I'm getting more than that. It's almost like your chest was cracked open. And so it feels like more sharing, more giving, and more receiving. So there, whatever this healing is, I'm getting the sense that you're making a lot of progress. And it feels like a breakthrough, but it feels like a series of breakthroughs where it's not all happening at once. It's kind of, you have this aha moment, and then like a day later, you have another one. And then a day later, you have another one. So I'm getting over a span of roughly 5 days that this has been happening, and that this is going to continue for a little bit, where every day it feels like the more aware you are of what's happening within you, your instincts, your intuition, your emotions, the more that things really kind of grow and expand. And it feels like this is what you're looking for, because it feels like alignment. It feels like you stepping into your own power and kind of taking charge of your own emotions, and just kind of having that realistic expectation that not everything is going to be perfect 100% of the time, and not everything is going to be miserable 100% of the time. I'm getting a lot of that balance, that even mix of, you know what, I just got to go with the flow. Whatever happens, I have to just figure it out in the moment. There's going to be good, there's going to be bad, and it's going to be a roller coaster. And that's really just, that's how life is. And so having that Hanged Man show up here as well, it feels like what you're doing is, during this period of introspection that I'm picking up in the past, the ability to see things from a different point of view with the Hanged Man is just invaluable. When you're able to get into that space and really take a look at the entire situation from that bird's eye view and see everything that maybe you were missing, or just how all the pieces fit together, it feels like an awakening. That's exactly how this feels, like an awakening. And it feels like this is connected to the full moon in Aquarius, that something broke open here. Something broke open during the full moon. And so when I look at the future energy here, I love this. King of Swords, so air energy coming through, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune, growth and prosperity, and the Three of Cups, happiness here. And so when I'm looking at the future energy, after everything that you've experienced, all of this kind of awakening, this like cracking open of your chest is really how it's coming through. There's beams of light in my vision. The way that it's coming through, it's the more that you open up emotionally, the more sunshine comes out of you, but also comes into you. And so whatever is taking place, lean into that energy, because the King of Swords is moving forward with clarity. And I like the King of Cups and the King of Swords showing up in this way, because this tells me that your head and heart are coming into alignment. If they're not already, I'm actually getting pretty balanced energy here in the past. And this feels like, okay, the path is clear. I'm ready to move forward. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, but that growth and expansion, it's allowing you to go after what you want. It's allowing you to see where real opportunity exists and where those kind of growth opportunities, but the ones that you can maximize, and not the ones that are just going to kind of be like a one and done. This feels much bigger, more expansive than that. And with the Three of Cups here, this is a lot of happiness. It's coming in and it's going out. Okay, so let's clarify and get more information here. So tell me about that Page of Swords. Three of Swords. High Priestess. So clarifying the Page of Swords here, in the past, I'm getting the Lovers. So Gemini energy. And that Page of Swords, all of the information, all of the clarity that you were seeking could be connected to love and romance. But what I'm getting here more than anything else is that you were choosing yourself. You were choosing your happiness. And so whatever that meant that you needed to heal, it felt like you were ready to face it. You were ready to just work through whatever it was, so that it wasn't going to hold you back or kind of even just dampen all the positivity going forward. So this way, maybe I'll say it this way. So when you're not 100% or even in a balanced place, and good things are going to happen, even when you're not in that space, but you don't really see everything. You don't really let it absorb. You don't get that full kind of joy and happiness out of the situation. And I get the sense here in the past that you kind of said, you know what, I have a lot of positive things going on around me, but I'm not really able to maximize it. I'm not able to experience it at its fullest. And so I need to work through whatever this is so that I can experience it at its fullness, and I can get back into that healthier mindset, healthier emotional space. And that's exactly what you were doing here. So with the Three of Swords, I'm getting the Four of Swords. And so the step back that you may have taken from just your friends, your family, public in general, I am getting the sense it was to heal. It was to take the time that you need to work through whatever this heartache was. I get the sense too with this heartache that it's been around for a while, but I don't get the sense that it was like a Ten of Swords. Like I don't get it was a significant event, but it was enough that it was clouding your vision and really dampening your emotions. And so it feels like you just kind of hit this point of, you know what, I really just want to be happy, and I'm going to work through this. And so that's exactly what you did. And so clarifying the High Priestess here is the Phoenix Rising. And so that Phoenix Rising energy is your rebirth. It's stepping back into your own power and saying, you know what, I'm responsible for my own happiness. I am the one that gets to say whether or not I'm going to be miserable or letting this heartache really just weigh on me, and I'm going to work through it. And that's exactly what you did. And you came out stronger. So let's get the Eight of Cups here. King of Cups. Hanged Man. So what I'm getting here with the Eight of Cups, the Magician. So you're leaving behind anything that doesn't work for you because you're going down the path of manifesting what you want. And so I love that Magician energy showing up in this way, because it feels like you're empowered to go after what you want, that you're not holding yourself back, that even your dreams and goals, they're not dampened by your emotions, because I'm getting the sense. So I'm getting the word whole. So you may feel like you're whole again. You were never really broken. It was just that your perception of the situation was not what you wanted it to be. And so I am getting the sense here that you're just really going after what you want, and you're kind of wholeheartedly into it. Clarifying that King of Cups here is the Ten of Pentacles. That's long-term stability. Now, we do have the Lovers. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be about love and romance. Not going to be the case for everybody here. But I am getting the sense that in a general way, it's focusing on long-term stability. What exactly do you want to accomplish here? Because with the Magician right next to the Ten of Pentacles, it's let me focus on manifesting my future and creating the environment for myself that I really want and allowing myself to kind of be in that space. And with the Hanged Man here, I'm getting the Star. So not only did you see what you needed to heal from, but you're able to see from a big picture perspective where you need to go in order to achieve your dreams. With the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star all showing up, clarifying the cards in the present, this really does feel like an awakening, one that aligns you with your spiritual path with your spiritual gifts on it. And so it feels like you're moving down this path of alignment. It's the awakening connected to alignment. Tell me about the King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. And the Three of Cups. With the King of Swords, I'm getting the Fool card. And so I love this. This is really forging that new chapter, creating that new beginning. I love the way that this is coming through because your awakening and your desire to go after what you want and really experience all the happiness around it is what's allowing for this new beginning to really take hold. And this is where the past doesn't matter. You're leaving it behind. You're just focused on the future. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands, very action-oriented. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and then Wheel of Fortune's Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius. So we've got a lot of fire, a lot of passion showing up here, but also divine timing. And so any call to action that you're experiencing here in the future, the timing is just right. You would not have been able to maximize this opportunity sooner because divine timing was absolutely at play. But that said, when you feel inspired to take some sort of action and go after what you want, take it because that's also divine timing. And so kind of listen to yourself, listen to your instincts. With the Three of Cups here, I'm getting the Nine of Wands. And so the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. But with the Three of Cups showing up, it's like, I remember what happened in the past, but I'm not going to let that hold me back. The way the energy is coming through, your Three of Cups is trumping this Nine of Wands energy. And so all of the healing work, again, you're not forgetting what happened. You're just not letting that dampen your mood or really block your path, create some sort of obstacle that you're going to have to encounter. It feels like you've already done the work and now it's more about exploration and just taking steps to go down this path and really go after your goals and dreams here. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.